You're obviously going to the US because you're not comfortable with paying that anchor store, right?
Yeah.
So when you're going to the US, your results are not going to be the same as the Americans, right? Because
Okay.
eBay limits the visibility of UK sellers that are selling in the US.
Okay.
So you're going to get 1/4 of the sales as an American gets, which is not a big problem, right? Because your goal for the US store will be to go ahead and make that 600 pounds every month. So that way you can buy the anchor store and scale eBay UK to 25,000 items. And that's the Amazon account problem, why it gets blocked. I believe it's because of the order volume and the speed. And if you still get blocked after that, then you can come back and ask again, and then we'll talk about that. And then secondly, you said your orders have slowed down.
Maybe because I get some negative reviews, or I don't get any. I didn't do any maybe sniping to get momentum. The reason is because I want to stop listing on Amazon UK because I get what is it? I have the plan of £77 on eBay, and I can only list 1,500 listing. And in UK, I already did 4,863 listings. So in every listing, I get paid. And in this month, I paid £278. So maybe because my profit is not that much and I'm paying too much to eBay. So I think I should focus on Amazon USA because I get 10,000 listing free. I don't have to pay anything. So that's why I stopped sniping. I don't want to lose my credits, on Amazon UK, and I want to use on Amazon USA all the credits.
So this is what I would do. On the UK account, right, delete all items that didn't get a sale, and you're gonna be left with so this is what I would do before I would go to the US, right? I would get 1,500 listings on the UK account.
Okay.
Right, so delete items that are less converting, right?
Okay.
And then after you do that, right, like you have 1,500 items. If you're gonna go to the US, it's not a bad plan if you don't want to buy the anchor store in UK. With the feature store in UK, you get the premium store in the US.
Yeah.
And then you go ahead and you just list 10,000 items there.
Yes.
And then with the UK account, what you do is maybe you scale back to 1,400 items, and then the last 100 you just every month like snipe 100 items to pick up the momentum. You said your sales slowed down, and you're right. It did slow down, but that's because you've had not because of the feedback. It was because you didn't have a successful transaction, right?
Because I also did refunds, and I also canceled some orders because the buyer said that we order by mistake. So right now my account is 1 year old, and I did 7 cancellations, like 7 cancel orders, and a few returns, like money back. So maybe even this reason that my sales are slow. Or
what I would tell you is scale back the account to 1,400 items, and then list 100 items that are sniped items to pick up momentum for that, and then you can focus on the US. So that way you can, and then do the same things, like end and sell similar, like every day whenever you have a chance to kind of refresh that account. But if you're not gonna with the UK, the plan would actually be to list 25,000 items with the anchor store. The plan is actually not 10,000 items. It's you would want to list 25,000 items or more, right, with the anchor store. But to do that, you're gonna have to pay the anchor store membership, which is like 600. But if you're not comfortable with paying that yet, then it makes sense to go to the US to build up some capital, so that way that you're comfortable paying that subscription in the UK. So here's my advice to you, right? So you're obviously going to the US because you're not comfortable with paying that anchor store, right? So when you're going to the US, your results are not going to be the same as the Americans, right? Because eBay limits the visibility of UK sellers that are selling in the US. You're going to get 1/4 of the sales as an American gets, which is not a big problem, right? Because your goal for the US store will be to go ahead and make that 600 pounds every month. So that way you can buy the anchor store and scale eBay UK to 25,000 items.